Hello everyone, and welcome back. This is Red Wolf 416. Thank you for joining me in this stream from the Oblivion Minecraft LP. This is my forever world here, where we are learning about world building and lore building. So I am back at my starter island here, where I've got my starter hut and my ancient tower there, surrounded by my dogs. And today we are going to be excavating and setting up a skeleton spawner trap. So I found a location using chunk base because this is just my own personal world. I decided in this situation I'm just going to use chunk base to find a skeleton spawner rather than spending hours upon hours manually searching for one. So I know where one is. It's right here near my base. Let's get to it. We'll come over here, and right down here I have some coordinates marked on a sign. Right there, 196, 12, negative 153, and you can see I'm already on the negative 153. If you look at my heads up display there, I'm already at negative 153. Got to go out that way is just a few more blocks. I'm not going to go out into the water and dig straight down though. I think I'm going to make a cave entrance right here, and we're going to tunnel down and get down to level 12. So I'm going to get suited up here, and we are going to get digging. I think I'm going to be running a flashback recording while I'm doing this. Didn't bring a whole lot of torches with me, so I may have to come back up to get some more as I'm digging. But this will all go into the terraforming that I'm doing on my island here. This is all supposed to be a very unforgiving island with lots of stone and very little dirt and grass. So the fact that I'm digging this out is not much of a big deal. We'll eventually build up a cave over this, and we may even get rid of this land bridge here and turn that into stepping stones or something. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. I did not expect to encounter water under this. I did not realize this was a floating island. May have to make the cave entrance in a little bit different area, maybe over there a little bit. We'll still leave this open. It's all going to get terraformed anyway. Let's see what we've got over here. Music we're listening to is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's a DMCA free playlist on Spotify. Looks like I'll have to make a new shovel soon, and I don't have any iron. I apparently was not as prepared for this as I thought I was. Let's go get some more torches, and let's get some iron. We'll just see if I've got any spare iron over here. Nope. We'll just have to hop down to the iron farm. Let's just grab a stack of blocks while we're here. And I know I've got some coal stashed over here. We'll go with charcoal. We'll just do 32. And I know I've got some sticks in my hut. I do not yet have a fully centralized storage area, so I kind of got to go do some running back and forth. It is what it is. Alright, I think that is plenty of torches there. We'll keep these sticks too. I don't need the hoe here right now, though. We'll just deposit that upstairs. Down here, and hopefully I don't forget that's where I put my diamond hoe. There's my crafting bench. All right. Now I think we're ready to continue. Of course, now my inventory is nearly full. Let's see here. What have we got? We got a 4x. Let's do a 4x4 here. We'll do a spiral stair down. I was planning on making it look a little bit more natural right now, and maybe that'll just have to come later, but I really do want to get this to where I can actually make the skeleton spawner trap tonight while I'm doing this stream. I still got that in my inventory. Okay. Right. Yeah, we'll just do 4x4. I'm not planning on putting a water elevator in here right now. So we'll just make it so that there is a torch at the end of every layer, or at the end of every stair pass. So how's everyone doing this evening? I know I myself, I am pretty tired. It is 10 p.m. where I am right now. Been a big day. I had a pretty big storm roll through here earlier this evening. I think everything's all right. So the reason I am finding this skeleton spawner is I'm working on building a lighthouse out at my village. May have done this wrong, but I'm going to keep going. I am building a lighthouse, and I want one of the major building blocks for that lighthouse to be bone blocks, just because of the kind of dirty off-white look that they have. They go well with the sandstone and the birch wood, the stripped birch logs. So that's what we're going for, but I don't have a very reliable source of bones, and therefore bone meal, and therefore bone blocks. Plus, skeleton spawner is just a really good mob spawner to have access to. Get unlimited arrows. Interesting. Just block off some of that water. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we can do that there. And remembering that on the other levels, good. Oh, wait a second. Why did I have such a big drop? That's why. Alright. We are getting close. We need to go down to level 12. There we go. Yeah. Still encountering a bit of water here. That's unfortunate. Maybe we can get this all blocked off. This is going to slow us down a little bit on our progress. Come on, that flowing water is making it difficult. I think from here, it might get a little bit easier. Hopefully. Famous last words, though. All right, what are we at? 3. Let's do a 4th one here. Oh. Now we can get some light in here. We only got a few more layers to go down. Okay, this is the level that we need to be at right here. If I recall correctly. Let's see here. I'm facing north. I actually need to be this way and this way. So this might actually work out really well. We're going to be going to... Where are we going? We need to go to negative 153. So we need to go 10 this way. Well, we are almost close enough to actually get this spawner activated right now. Put one right there. $153. Good. And then I believe it was 196. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh yeah. Here we go. Alright, it's time to get ready to have a little bit of a battle. Maybe we just need to do this. Nope, nope. That was... Let's just block their view really quick. Trying to approach this a little bit differently. Now let's see here. Just can't quite reach that with the torch yet. Alright. Uh-oh. Let's block that off a little bit. There we go. Alright. Probably not the smartest way to do this, but we do what we can. There we go. Just see if we can't pepper a few more torches in there. And we'll see what we can do here. Let's kind of skirt around the edge here. That's what I should have done the first time, given myself a place to hide. Alright, well, I think there's nothing for it but to head in there and block off some other areas of access here. I think that did it. Get a few more torches on here. There we go. That's more like it. A name tag. Yes, that is good. Horse armor. You know, we're just going to leave some of this stuff in here. Might have to consolidate some stuff, though. I have way too much junk in my inventory right now. Alright. What do we got? Blast protection 3. That's nice. Thorns 1. Very nice. Now what about in here? Let's do the horse armor over here. We want the name tag and the bucket. Now we can consolidate that stuff. We'll get some other stuff over here that we don't want to hang on to. There we go. All this stuff that I couldn't pick up before. take that. Take that. And take that. Alright. That's good. We'll leave this stuff in here for now. Let's leave some of the torches in here too. Alright. Things are a little bit better. Okay. There we go. Now we can start digging. Now we can start digging. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to open up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Oh. Let's just do that. We're gonna have to light up this stretch of cave too real soon. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems with mob caps. Alright, I don't think I need the roof to be as high as it is right now. Now, we can just start digging this out. Now, let's go light this up now. There we go. I don't want to waste a lot of time messing with zombies or anything like that right now. So we're just going to leave that guy be. I want to really get digging this out. Now, a lot of times when I'm working on one of these traps, I actually like to go the extra mile and decorate it, even the interior. But this is strictly a function over form today when we're making this thing. So this is what we're going to get. It's going to have the cobble in here. Oh, hi there. You got a couple of you down there. I think you guys are in the spawning area. Must have been down there from earlier. Come on. Guys, how many of you are down there? How brazen am I feeling about going down there? Yeah, there's another one. Oh, you got another one down there. How many of you showed up? Oh, that was a powerful bow. I'm gonna have to check this out, make sure there's not too many more of you. Alright. Well, that was fun. Did I get anything? No. All those good bows you were shooting me with, and I didn't get anything for it. Well, that's too bad. Well, having that opening there does make my job just ever so slightly easier because I do want to dig this down 9 blocks. And you know what? Let's dig this out. I don't remember if I need the ceiling that high or not, but we're going to do it. We'll get rid of that torch on the top. We can stand here and do this. There we go. Now we gotta go down by 9. Which means that we need to get down to... what is that? Level 3? This will be my exit route here. Let's just make a few stairs here. Going down 5 more from there. Alright, we are starting to get into the deep slate territory. That's kind of nice. I gotta remember when I get to deep slate, I need to switch to my fortune pick. Because silk touched deep slate is pretty much useless. I mean, you can use it as a building material, but you're only getting whole blocks. Can't make any stairs or any custom blocks with it, so not a fan of just the regular deep slate. Unfortunately, my fortune pick is not as efficient as my silk pick. But we make do with what we've got. So I'm digging down 9 levels from the spawner because that's how far the skeletons have to drop in order for them to not register as being in the spawning area of the spawner. By having them drop down quickly, because they will spawn in the air, is what will happen up here. And then they'll fall, and the fall makes it so that they get out of that spawning area quicker, which means that it then has the availability to spawn more quicker. So the idea is to get the skeletons out of that spawning area as quick as possible, so that you can maximize the efficiency on it, which I'm not one of those types to always go for maximum efficiency on farms. I think that, in my opinion, I would rather have a farm do something fun or do something interesting or look cool, rather than having it be the most efficient farm there is. But in situations like that, I mean, we can afford to make it a little bit more efficient. So we still got 3 more levels to go down from here, but I want to dig out all of this while I can still reach it. And I'll have to start walling this in, I think. What I wouldn't give for a beacon right now, though. Especially as I'm getting down into these layers where there's just deep slate. I'm glad this spawner wasn't any lower and I'm not having to dig through 100% deep slate. Don't get me wrong, I like the material. Just don't like digging through it. Let's see. Let's make a quick little deposit here. I think we can empty these chests. Not really keeping any semblance of order on these things right now. I'm just trying to come up with some mass storage for everything I'm digging out here. We'll still keep some of the important stuff up here, though. Okay. Now back to the digging. So, still trying to do the silk pick for now. I will have to make a few hoppers down here too. Luckily I do have the materials for that. I've got plenty of chests and plenty of iron. What I don't have is any soul sand, so I don't have anything for making the bubble elevator. I may have to go back up to the surface before the end of this. I would like to get this whole thing built while on this stream, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I got kind of a late start today. And unfortunately, a late start does not necessarily mean that I can just finish later. So we're working as fast as we can. That's why I'm not taking any time to make any decorations or anything like that. This is strictly utilitarian. Not what I wanted to do. Let's put that back. There we go. Hate having to dig that twice. Also got to be careful while I'm doing this that I don't accidentally destroy the spawner itself. That would be a real bummer because I haven't looked for any others. Don't plan on it. I mean, I may feel differently when it comes time to make another spawner trap, like a spider spawner trap or something, but I may just wait to see what I find there's enough mine shafts around that I'll most likely find a cave spider spawner. I don't really like cave spiders. I would rather just destroy all the spawners. But if it's what I've got, it's what I've got. Just finish walling this back in. Got enough torches back there to where nothing should be spawning. We're at level 6. We need to go down to level 3 if we want that 9. So at this point, since I've got a mix of stone and deep slate, it's a little bit harder to just stair-step my way down. So I'm just going to clear one layer at a time. Let's put a few torches in here, though. Inventory's doing okay. Unfortunately, I haven't really encountered anything super amazing, like no diamonds or redstone or lapis yet. It's kind of disappointing, but maybe I'll get some. One of those caves that I lit up there, I'm going to have to convert into my AFK room. It's going to be where my drop zone is. So I like to keep my AFK room level with the spawner. That gives me the largest diameter of activation. I like the skeletons to come in at the same spot as where I'm AFKing, so that I don't have to AFK. I can just stand there and kill them if I want to. But I think when I first set this up, I am going to set this up so that they are going to have a high enough drop to where it kills them, unless they've got armor, I guess. I'll do 24 blocks. I want to make it so that there's a one-hit kill so that I can get enchanted bows if I want to, but no, you know, I don't need to do that. I don't, well, now I can't make up my mind. Having an XP farm would be awesome. I think I will make it so that they are one-hit kill. Maybe if I make it so that the one-hit kill, there's not really any item collection. Now, do I want that? I don't know. Item collection would be nice. Enchanted bows, but I'm using it as an XP farm. Really don't know. So my dilemma is, what I would really like to do is I would like to make this so that I can flip a lever and have some pistons push some blocks into place, and it converts it from, it kills them instantly when they drop the distance to, it converts it to, they're left with only one hit kill, so that I can use it as an XP farm. But then there's a problem of how do I collect the items? So it'd be easy enough to collect the items when they're just dying from the drop, but making it so it can also collect the items when it's a shorter drop, I'm really not sure. I have made it so that I have no way out of here. Great. may be something that I have to change at a later time. Well, what are you doing here? Stop that. There's some gold. That's kind of nice. Oh, go away, water. What am I doing? Too far. Oh, of course, I want to build my stairs right here. Okay, there's my egress route. Suppose I could use that to my advantage in making a water source up here. Well, now I want the water. There we go. Make it a little lighter back there. Okay, so now that we have that figured out, now we need to get the water flowing. I want to be on the south side. That's where that cave was. So what I actually like to do is I like to make the elevator come up on the opposite side. So we are going to dig in on the north. So what we need for that, so we need to see where that goes. Got that right there. Switch this around. Well, apparently I made the water behave funny. Well, you get the idea. We'll be able to do this here. There I go. Digging the deep slate again with my silk pick. Alright, now we'll dig this down here. Not that. Okay. And then actually we need to dig it back by one more. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have to hassle with the water right now. At least not yet, I'm not doing that. Now I am. Alright, so if I did this right, this should flow over. Good. And so should this. Alright, so that directs them both here towards the center. Now, a lot of this I'm doing from memory, so forgive me if I'm a little slow on some of it. Let's go empty out our inventory some. Now this is the part where I always get a little bit hung up, and this is also where I am going to need to go and get some soul sand very soon. But I think what we'll do is we will get the coordinates for where our elevator is going to be coming up, and we'll find those coordinates over here or up above the ceiling, and we'll dig across that way too. But let's see here. Let's go get another bucket. I am going to have to fight with this water for a second. Once I get enough XP, I might be able to get some water strider on some boots. Okay. So this is the one where it goes down. I like to do this with as few water sources as possible. So we'll go with, honestly, we'll go one more. And this needs to be our up. No, we need to go one more. I hear some zombies. So this needs to be our up spot, which means that if I remember correctly, there needs to be a fence post here with a water source. And then this is to be our soul sand. And then it's got to be all water sources going up here. There might need to be a water source back here as well. But I can't remember exactly. Either way, this is going to be our up. I don't like hearing that zombie sound. It means that there's a place that I haven't lit up with torches. Okay, let's go get a fence post, some soul sand. We've got gravel in here. I need to go get some kelp. And soul sand, kelp, fence post, fence gates. Right. Leave all that is up at my hut. It's not up there. I have the materials for it. Come on. No creepers sneaking up on me? No creepers creeping? Let's check. No. No. No, there's no kelp in there. Interesting. Alright, let's go down here. Another, okay, we've got our soul sand. Let's get a couple just in case. We got our fence gates, fence posts. Ooh, I apologize for that little pause. Suddenly had a cough. Had to get some water to drink. Okay. Kelp. That's the only other thing that I need. 5 is not going to cut it. I'll leave those there. We'll just go grab some more. All right. That'll definitely be enough. It was a little bit further down than I thought it was. Okay, our up point is negative 161. We replace that with the gravel that I left back up here. That, and we'll take a couple of these fence gates. Man, I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, and we got to go back up. Now that's at 12. Well, my feet were on 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 for the roof, 18, I believe. Except for I wanted to do a drop of 30. I want to be up there. 30, if I want to be standing on 12, I want to go up by 30. I need to be at 42. No, not 30. I don't need 30. We'll do 24. 12 plus 24, 36. We'll do 36. Let's go up until we find 36. There's 36. Wonder if there's water back here. Okay. 161. And where do we need to be? 196, if I recall correctly. Better lay down some torches. $196 right here. So this is where they're going to come up. Digging this is going to be a bit of a pain. We're going to try and do it without drowning. Then they need to come over here. Now up here, it's okay if there are torches. We don't want anything spawning up here. Eh. Sure why I didn't have any water in my bucket. So this is the location of the spawner, theoretically. And now we go 1, 2, 3, 4, wall. Do I want them to drop down? No, I want to leave room for pistons. Let's do a gap of 3. Now a gap of 5. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be our down right here. Which, now that I think about it, let's take a look at how we want this to go. I can make it so it's all one water source. That might be interesting. If I come up by another layer or two, if we do this, this is where we would need it to drop down, or in this case, go up. How do I mark this? We'll just dig up right here. Not the things I want to be digging. This lack of depth, Strider. Okay, so we need this one to also go up. This is going to go up right here. Block that off for now. Okay. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll dig out this one. Okay, so we need to go up one more. Right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's right. Need to go down by one right there. There we go. There we go. We'll make that our down. Less is more. Since I have access to a geode, I can do tinted glass, which will be nice. We'll put a little down right there. But I still need this to go up by one more. All right. I need to be at 30. Oh, I am at 36. Oh, come on. Oh, did our music quit? Hold on, folks. Let me get some more music going. Let's find another album. All right. There we go. That's a little better. Same artist. Still DMCA free music. let's see if this works. We'll give ourselves a little exit there. Yeah. There we go. See where this takes us. What happens if I do that? Blocks it off. Okay, good. That means this is what we want. If we put one there, stops it. Good. I want this one to go all the way to that edge there. Awesome. All right. I know because I made it longer that's going to make them take a little bit longer to start coming down to me at my waiting area, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's like I said, I'm not always going for the most efficient design. I'm going for a design that I like and that I'm happy with. Pick those guys up. Let's pick up this bit of water because I don't need it here yet. But we need to make sure I was in the right spot. Yeah. We do need to go back down and we need to start digging up until we encounter this water, which that's always a little bit hairy. All right, well, I'm gonna be digging straight up, which is never wonderful. I don't think that's my water that I left, though. Why? There we go. Hopefully I don't encounter any gravel. Oh, there's some lapis. How nice. Did I already pick some up? No. Well, let's go ahead and collect this stuff. I realize this might be pretty dark for you guys. I'll try and throw in a torch occasionally here. Not a fan of having gravel in my walls. Not when I'm digging right next to it. That is still not my water. Oh no. Am I at 162? Oh well. That's okay. I can make this work. Yeah, I can make this work. I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. I just realized that I just filled everything with stone. That's okay. I can dig my way down now. I know it's solid all the way there. Stupid. Just do that. Put that in there. It's late at night for me. I'm a bit tired. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. We go down until we get to that gravel. Where were we at? Like 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Not my brightest moment. But now we can go back up there. Let's get rid of some of this first. Then we can dump some water down there. There we go. Don't want any baddies spawning on us randomly. Let me replenish my bucket there. All right. Okay. Here goes nothing. I think we can make it. Perfect. So now, if you didn't know, that was running water going down, but if you add kelp to it, it turns it all to water source blocks. Yeah, I still have my soul sand. So now I should be able to come in here and I can just dig out this gravel and replace that with soul sand. And that should turn everything into water sources, which means I should see bubbles coming up pretty soon. Oh yeah. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we want fence post and another water source. Yeah. That there. Now, what this does is this raises the skeleton by half a block and gets them going up towards this. I believe the way that works then is I gotta go get some more water. Gotta put these in the corners here. And we are gonna be the test skeleton here. So we're moving along, getting pushed towards the center here. Right down in here. And I stopped. Did something wrong. Let me go get my soul sand. Let's see here. We'll do this with 2 soul sand. May need this to go up. Let's see. This is gonna be tricky. Hopefully I don't get pushed into the soul sand too much. Get rid of that. Put our... Come on. Wow. All right. So that looks like that might be the trick. However, they are still going to get stuck here. It's going to rely on other skeletons pushing them into place. I'll have to do some looking. I may have to retrofit this to have a little bit different behavior. But I think that's basically going to work right there. Now what we need is the drop zone. It is getting to be late. I was really hoping I was going to get this whole thing finished on this stream. I may have to do some off-camera work tomorrow. I'm sure nobody wants to see this. To see even more of this. 196, negative 140. So I'm going to come back down to level 12, which is where the spawner is. I want to be on the south side over there. We'll just create a little walkway here really quick. We are going to be getting into a cave here really soon, like that. Let's see. We'll walk around the outside. Maybe this will avoid some of the water. Got my wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my wall. Let me just double check that. Yep, that's my wall. Okay, so this is the level where we want the drop zone to be. Don't like gravel. All right. And we are looking at 196, 140 right here. So we're going to just set up, not the right little crosshairs here. This is where the drop is going to be. And that is not a good place to be standing. All right. This is our drop right here. We're gonna bring this stuff down. I just totally got a jump scare there from that gravel, and glad I don't have a camera on me right now because I totally just tried to dodge that with my face. I'm gonna block a bunch of this stuff off too. I don't want anything to get to me from over here. Clear that just a little bit. Okay, very rudimentary. We will prettify this at a later date. For now, this will have to do. I'm not actually getting this thing done tonight like I was hoping I would. Which means we won't be turning it on. But I could hazard digging straight down. Let's grab a little bit of that stuff first. sure that works. All right. I hear a zombie. All right. I may regret this, but we're gonna do it. No, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna be smart. I think I can do this now. Which, again, we can have torches in here now. There we go. Let's just bring this back up then. Alright, should be good. In theory, I could close off the walls and turn this on now if I really wanted to. Let's get that last bit of water flowing. Seal that up. Put another torch here. Not what I wanted. What could I do over here? I could make this so they would be trapped. That there. That there. That would be a good enough, actually. I could do this like this. Just get another torch in here. Maybe one over here. I mean, why not? In theory, this would work. Even let's get a crafting table up here. Let's do something. How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do one there. Maybe open this up a little bit so I can walk around. Then I need a couple of hoppers. Let's do 2. One there, and we'll take out this, this, and this, and let's do chests right here. Good, I can open that, and then that last hopper will aim right there. All right, that's 24.5. That may or may not kill them. If it does, we'll collect stuff. If it doesn't, we'll kill them and collect stuff. So, yeah, all that done. We need to just finish sealing off this and getting rid of the torches. Wow. We want you gone. This could start getting a little bit hairy. Give me that torch. Okay. Start making our way out of here. Let's see here. We want to go up 3 more. Have more of that out. Let's just go get some more. More stone. All right, now comes the fun part. We will, of course, lose some of this stone, but that is small compared to what we will gain from the skeletons. And immediately they are spawning. Awesome. Let's just put that there. This could take a minute. But if this works, I may put myself in a hole in the wall here and just AFK overnight. See how much stuff I can get. Eventually, I'd like to cover all of this with tinted glass so that I can see in there and see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it didn't kill it. It didn't kill it, so I may have to drop it further. Or we could just let entity cramming do its thing. It will take a while to get entity cramming involved in here, though, at these rates. Ah, yeah, they can see me if I crouch. Okay. Just checking. Not if I'm standing. Check our F3 screen. What have we got on entities? Oh, well, I don't know why, but this is saying we have 67 entities. Let's wait here for just a minute. Well, I didn't get this thing as finished as I wanted to, but I got it as more finished than I thought I was going to come about halfway through the stream. I was afraid I wasn't going to get this done, but it looks like we have a pretty decent skeleton spawner now. I'm just sticking around long enough to make sure the entity cramming actually works on this. It should be that after a certain point, they will all start dying instantly as soon as they get in there. What I could do if I really wanted to take advantage of entity cramming, but I wouldn't be able to use it for XP, is I could put 24 minecarts in there. Since minecarts count as entities. I'm gonna set up another chest here for some extra odds and ends that I gathered. I don't want in my inventory right now. I'd say this is working well enough for me to AFK overnight. Let's see here. Make it be gravel. Just come in here, throw down a torch, and we know that we need to face the gravel. Before that, so y'all can see me here. Nope, wrong button. All right, well, I just wanted to thank you all for joining me on this stream tonight, and I enjoyed working on the skeleton spawner trap with y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Be sure to check out my videos on YouTube where I am building this world Oblivion, the Forgotten Lands, and this is my forever world, so I'll be at it for quite a while. But you all take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.